Good morning. This is what happens when I don't have my juggling balls and I just try to juggle a speaker, some headphones, and the top to my coffee mug. Good morning. Sacha namrsno. Dobre utro, dobre ranek. Buenos dias. And welcome to happy July 7th. Everybody always says, happy Friday. But why not happy July 7th? So today we're going to talk about, before I say what we're going to talk about, let me know if this format is working okay for everybody. I really would like to know. I kind of like it, giving you a topic in the morning, something to think about for the day. And then in the afternoon or late afternoon, early evening, giving you some action steps that you can take and something to do that's simple, right? I'm all about simplicity, fun, making it effective and efficient. I actually was thinking, I want to start GoFundMe, not fund, fun. But I went and looked, the domain's taken. So that's kind of lame. So let me know what you think about the format. Something to think about in the morning for the day, and then the action steps you can take for that thing that you've been thinking about to improve on it later on. So today we're going to talk about grit, how bad do you want it, overcoming obstacles to kind of go off of what we talked about over the last couple of days with hope and obstacles and all of that. And I got this idea from a book by Angela Duckworth called Grit. And it's a great book. Check it out. I know a lot of these books. I might as well use some of the information and the way that I do it and help share some of that information with all of you. This other side note, I was also told yesterday that when I was pointing over here, my logo is actually over here in my videos because it's like flipped on my phone, but not for me, which is super lame. So, overcoming obstacles, developing grit. I have notes. One thing I want to ask too is, what did you learn yesterday? What did I learn today? Today I learned that. Did you do that? Because another reason I wanted to talk about obstacles, last night I had a really fun one that while I'm putting together my class for next week, my peak performance sleep system crash course class that I'm doing two of because I'm insane. I found out that the 10 or 11 people that have signed up to be in the VIP, the class is free, but I have a VIP experience that you can pay for. So some people have signed up for that, and I discovered that these people were signed up, but nobody, their payments didn't go through. And right? So I was trying to figure that out. I wonder if you can, there's like construction going on. Oops, where I'm at. So I was freaking out for a little bit because I thought I had sales on this stuff and whatever else for this VIP, and I didn't. Anyways, that was an obstacle that I didn't plan for. So it's a good example of when you're planning for the if-thens, if this obstacle, then I'm going to do this, you're not going to be able to plan for everything. But being in that mindset of dealing with it when it comes up and dealing with obstacles when they come up is a big help. It gets you ready for, there's going to be obstacles no matter what. So by planning for those, you have the mindset of being able to deal with them better. And that gets into the grit of why you're doing the thing that you're doing and having that perseverance and passion to be able to overcome those issues, right? And in Angela Duckworth's book, Grit, she says, specifically for developing grit, talent plus effort creates skills, and effort counts twice. And this has been proven by the science that she did, the studies that she did in testing people's intelligence, kids' intelligence, and things like that. And if you've ever seen any movies, so it's talent times effort equals skills, and skills times effort equals achievement. So that's where effort counts twice, right? Because there's like the movie Rudy. If you've ever seen the movie Rudy, if you've never seen the movie Rudy, go watch the movie Rudy. This guy had no talent at all, but he had like 10 times the effort of everybody else. And he applied that effort to the skills that he achieved by the little talent, tiny bit of talent that he had times the 100 billion% effort that he had to get to the achievement he did, which was off the charts. And I'm going to read this part right here because I wrote this part down. Talent is how quickly your skills improve when you invest effort. And achievement is what happens when you take the acquired skills and use them. There's more to it than that, but let me know your thoughts on that, what you think, if that is actually true in your mind, because truth is what we make it, right? Most of the time it's perceived. So think about that. Think about this quote too from Will Smith. I love this quote so much. I have it saved. And he said about his talent and his effort, the only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. I will not be outworked, period. You might have more talent than me. You might be smarter than me. You might be sexier than me. You might be all those things. You got it on me in 9 categories, but if we get on a treadmill together, there's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm going to die. And if you have that amount of passion, perseverance, and grit in what you do, if you go to bed thinking about something and wake up thinking about that same thing, then that's a good indication that you're on the right track. So think about that today. Think about the obstacles that come up that you don't know about, that show you how bad you want something. Because if a little obstacle shows up, I've had this happen, a little thing comes up, it's like, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's just too much work. It's too hard. And with that said, until 5:30 today, Mountain Time, have an amazing day, because it's better than the alternative.